Not as many knights as I'd have guessed.
Yeah, security looks normal even with all the commotion after the tournament.
It did sound like they had their hands full with the monsters that managed to escape.
Yeah, but it's too quiet. Especially compared to the checkpoints back at Kados. I think Raven's got it right. The knights are up to something, and I don't like it.
But it looks like we can stay in town as long as we don't stand out.
So we'll meet with Belius on the evening of the new moon, which happens to be tonight.
Let's stop by the inn to freshen up and then go see about meeting her. I'm finally gonna be able to get rid of the Don's letter.
Patty, what are you doing hiding over there?
Don't you remember? A lot of things happened the last time she was here. Come on out. It'll be okay.
Is it alright for me to be with you guys for just a little longer?
Huh? Sure. We don't mind, do we?
Right. It'd probably be best if we stuck together until we left town.
I have a feeling that even if we parted ways here, we'd still end up meeting again real soon. So basically, there's no difference between us being together or not.
I really don't get that logic.
I'm sure you're all heading in the direction of the Maristella.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
In other words,
In other words, you want to come with us, right?
rather than traveling by myself, traveling with you guys is more profitable.
If you want to come, then come. At this point, I really don't mind an extra travel companion or two.
That's the spirit.
I wonder if Flynn's already here somewhere.
Do you think?
When we finish up all our business here, I've got a few things I want to ask that guy.
When you do, take me with you.
Is everyone ready to go?
Sure.
You're shaking, Carol.
Confronting the big cheese of a major guild about his involvement with the Great War is pretty intimidating.
Come on, he's a normal person, just like us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
But...
Carol, you just don't know when to give up, do you?
My, Patty, you've got nerves of steel.
You're sure the brave one, Missy. I'm impressed.
I'm just doing my best to be strong.
You don't have to come if you don't want to, Estelle.
I can't back down anymore. I don't want to. I want to know about myself. About who I really am.
Sounds like you're ready to go.
So then, let's go see Belius.
just my imagination?
We've come to meet with Belius.
Oh, weren't you the emissary sent by Don Whitehorse?
Yep, it's a bit urgent, so if you wouldn't mind letting me through.
You may enter. However, I must ask the rest of you to withdraw.
What? But why? Are you trying to say we can't be trusted or something?
I'm afraid that is what it amounts to.
But
You can trust that we'll be even more tight-lipped than a giant clam. For sure.
Let them pass.
Duce, but
I have spoken.
Now that's more like it.
Yes, Duce. I ask only that you not speak of anything you see here to anyone.
Not speak of what we see? Why not?
This is one of Polestrale's guild laws.
Okay then, we promise.
Our leader, Belius, is waiting just ahead.
Hey! What's going on?
Everybody still here?
Yes.
A monster!
And here I had secret hopes we'd get a gourmet meal out of this. Wasn't expecting a trap.
This isn't a trap. She is... Belius?
The very same. I am Belius, Duce of Nordopolica, and...
Didn't see this coming.
So you can speak our language as well.
You encountered Pharaoh some time ago, did you not? I would not think, then, that our ability to use your tongue should come as a surprise.
So you're an Antilocheia too?
That is so.
Then the ancient race that built this city was...
My brethren and I.
If this city was built hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that would mean...
Indeed, we have governed this city for ages.
Wow, that's amazing!
Good old Don. How nice of him to keep me in the dark on this.
And who might you be?
A humble servant of Don Whitehorse. I've got a letter for you from him. I've known that old badger too long to be surprised by who he knows. But just how are you connected?
I am indebted to him for his assistance during the Great War.
The Great War? So the rumors that you were one of the masterminds behind it are true?
Well, I did participate in the war. However, I never exceeded that which my duty as an Antilocheia required. I was not a mastermind of anything.
The Great War was fought against the Antilocheia.
At any rate, my acquaintance with the Don dates from those times. I have long lamented that a man of his talent was not born instead as one of my race.
That's the first I've heard the old man had anything to do with the Great War.
It is a subject he takes little pleasure in discussing. The Don has requested my mediation in the current trouble with Pharaoh. It would seem that even a man of his strength cannot stand against my brother's assault upon his city. Such a request cannot lightly be brushed aside. I shall offer my assistance for the time being.
Glad to see you're so reasonable.
So some of you tear down cities and some of you run guilds. You Antilocheia are definitely interesting.
The same might be said of you humans, I would imagine.
Aye, that be true.
Now then, this letter is not the sole reason for your visit, is it, child of the full moon?
You know about Estelle?
We in Telekea can sense the child of the full moon.
My name is Estelise. I have to know, what exactly is the child of the full moon? Pharaoh called me an insipid poison, but what does that mean?
I know not whether your fate may be swayed by such knowledge, but...
Belius, listen.
Judith?
Is there something of which I should be aware?
Pharaoh is...
What the hell's all that racket?
At last, we found you, Telekea, leader of monsters, origin of evil!
Tyson! Boss!
Well, if it isn't Carol and friends, you've got some twisted tastes hanging out with freaks like this! Keeping monsters to use in your Colosseum? You're an enemy of humanity, and now you die!
You're pretty barbaric for a friend of Carol's.
Who the hell is this little brat?
Unfortunately, I don't give my name to rapscallions.
As if I really care.
Where's Nan?
Curious, huh? She should be leading the raid on the remaining monsters in the Colosseum about now. We Hunting Blades give no quarter to any who would obstruct the justice we mete out, humans or no. If you won't attack, then I'll make the first move, beast!
It seems these men will not be stayed, lest I take arms against them. It is asking much of you, but please help Nats.
What about you?
I am not to be outdone by mere humans.
Gotcha. Let's get out of here.
Good luck.
Who do they think they are? What a bunch of total clods!
I thought the Knights were the ones who had business in Nordopolica.
I never would have guessed we'd end up running into the Hunting Blades.
What are they all doing here?
Don't know exactly, but you can be sure it's got to do with Belius.
Could it be that the Knights, Flynn, came because of Belius as well?
We'll have to ask the Duce. For now, though, we gotta see if we can get things under control.
Oh, man. All right, let's go.
All right!
Yeah!
I'll power the Soul shine! Photon!
All my heart, baby. All my... Chill out. Get out of here! Watch out! Who's next? Come here! Come here! Destruction field!
Here I go!
Shining Dragon Form!
Comic break!
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah, pretty good.
You don't scare me. Come on, you gotta work with me here. Tiger, I'll punish you.
Come, oh Silver Light! Angel Ray!
Destructo Pinch!
Let's go.
These are the threads that weave our future.
Thank you, thank you.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
All my heart, baby. All my love. Get out of here. Who's next?
Come, oh
We're done.
Oh, I feel so powerful!
This is awful. Could Nan have done this?
You alright?
Nats has gone to defend the Colosseum from the hunting blades. Please, you gotta help him.
Wait, If only we'd come sooner.
This is not the time for regrets.
We've got to go help that Nats guy.
Yeah, which means going up.
The Colosseum is now under the authority of the Hunting Blades. Withdraw immediately! Nan, you've got to stop! Carol, what are you doing here? You know that fights between guilds are strictly forbidden by the Union. What are you talking about? This job was commissioned to us directly by the Union itself.
What? Harry, what are you doing here?
Hey, isn't that someone from the Union we met in Dawngrest?
That's the Don's grandson, Harry.
The Dawn's grandson?
Just what in blazes is going on here, son?
You're under the same orders from the Dawn yourself, right? To locate Apathea?
Sure, but what does that have to do with all the commotion here?
Judith! What's the matter?
There!
Nats!
Come on!
Damn it! I wasn't done with them!
Wait! I thought I ordered you to withdraw!
Raven is with them, and he's an ally. Let them be.
Nan!
Aw, down to your last friend? Why not play with us for a while?
More of Belius's minions, huh?
We're brave, Vesperia!
I don't care how brave you are. Death to those who side with the monsters!
Piece of cake!
Don't get cocky! How's this? Healing circle!
Destructo Spiderweb! Punishing beast!
Here! Tiger! Don't punish you, son! Like this! Like this! Oh my God! Get out of here! Destroy the field! Hey, you see what I did there?
Air divide!
All my heart's here! Tiger! I'll punish you! All my heart, baby! All my love!
Dragon Breath!
Get out of here! I'll punish you! Shining Dragon's Wall!
Her power that tries soul shine!
Man, these guys are just going crazy.